Do you have a lot of people on your calls who are just an absolute nightmare? And you're left thinking, how on earth did I call this person into my world? What? It's leaving you feeling, demoralized. It's hitting your confidence. You've started to hate having sales calls with people, discovery calls, strategy calls, whatever it is that you want to call them. But you're finding that people are really wasting your time, and you have a lot of people that are saying no to working with you because they're really just not a good fit. I'm Wendy Keir from sixfiguresuccesssecrets.com, and I want to talk about your pre-qualifying process. I know, not very sexy, but let's just use those terms because a lot of people are familiar with them. This is really about getting crystal clear, firstly on your message, but also the steps it is that you want people to go through to get that call with you. So you have more people saying yes, more people who are aligned with what it is that you offer. So you're going to have more people to work with. You'll have higher conversions, which is ultimately what we want. So you're not wasting time, money and energy talking to the wrong people. But there's some critical steps in this process which people miss. So let's talk about those steps. As I said, the first is your message. It needs to be crystal clear in terms of what it is that you do. What's the problem, who's the client, what's the problem, and what's the results it is that they want instead. So this already starts to pre-qualify people. That message is very clear. You only want to be talking to those people that have that specific problem, that challenge, and you can help them get a specific result. Really, really important. So that's the first step. Now, the second step is about inviting people in, of course, for those calls. What hoops do you want them to jump through to get a call with you? How do you want to make sure that you're speaking to the right people? What I do is I help my clients to create an application form that prospects have to fill in. Now, the way I do this is I book people into my calendar first, and then they get sent the application form. If people don't fill in the application form, they don't get a call. Because if they can't complete an application form, it says to me they're not motivated and they're going to be a bit of a nightmare to work with. So I just politely message them back and say, I haven't received your application form. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to access a call. So on the application forms, you're going to ask some questions that are relevant to what it is that you do to find out some basic information about that person. Now, a question that people miss out a lot is the last question, which is, do you have the energy, time, resources, and finances to be fully committed to making a difference? However it is, I mean, you can craft that better, but that's the basis of that last question. So you'll have 3 questions under that: no, yes, have a third question, and then they will tick whichever one that is. Do not miss this question out. If you miss that question out, you're going to be wasting your time, money and energy, possibly speaking to people who can't make the financial or energetic investment to commit in themselves. There is no point in having a call with them because they're not going to be ready for your services. And it also means that it doesn't take away, more importantly, from your energy, from your self-respect. It's not going to eat into what is already a very busy schedule. So you'll have your list of questions that they'll need to fill in. You can read the questionnaire when you get it in, and you can make a decision whether you are going to offer them a call or not, based on how they have filled in that application form. So I do mine on Jot. Brilliant was going to say, I'm trying to think of what it is. Platform, online platform where you can create questionnaires, you can do 5 free, and then you can upgrade. So I do them on there, and then when people fill them in, it automatically gets sent to my inbox. So firstly, it's your message, then it is the questionnaire. So if they don't fill it in, they don't get a call. But this way you can start to pick the people you want to have conversations with, and you can make sure that they are 100% aligned with what it is that you want to offer them off the back of the call, only if they are a good fit and you feel that they are committed and ready. So this will cut out a tremendous amount of time. It's a really easy process to put in place within the business. Cuts out a lot of time, it protects your energy, you have higher conversions, which means ultimately that you're going to be working with your very best clients, the people it is that you want in your world, rather than those calls being a real drag, a hit and a miss, the bit of like, I don't want to do these calls anymore because it's just a nightmare. The whole discovery, strategy call, sales conversation is a different subject altogether. But if you just implement these 2 steps, you will see a significant difference in how you're spending your energy and how it is that you're calling in the very best people, and how much easier it is to enroll them as premium clients.